Blonde Blazer is not an inferior romance option, you fuck. Blonde Blazer is one of the main characters of Dispatch, yet is one of the most interesting characters to look at when it comes to the storytelling and her pure belief in the ideals that the story presents of redemption. Because Blonde Blazer is not a character that needs redemption like all of the other characters in Dispatch. And that's not even me talking about like the Z team. Every character in the game is a character searching for redemption. With Robert, Chase, Shroud, Void, they're all searching for redemption after mistakes that they believe they caused. And it's Blazer's pure belief in them, in the idea that everyone can be redeemed, that helps them achieve the redemption they are capable of having. But then there's the other side of her, the side of her that she hides from everyone, which is that she is not just Blonde Blazer. She's Mandy, someone without powers that are naturally given to them, who had come into ownership of the amulet that makes her Blonde Blazer, giving her a bit of an identity crisis because everyone wants to see Blonde Blazer. And the more time she spends being Blazer, the more she believes that Mandy isn't wanted. Which isn't helped by Phenomenon, who blatantly doesn't care for Mandy in the slightest. He only cares about Blonde Blazer. If you choose to romance Blazer over Vizzy in all of the dialogue options that they provide you with, you see within each subsequent scene that Mandy is opening up more and more with Robert. Starting off with an accidental kiss, possibly.
No, this... I'm sorry if I gave the wrong impression.
Oh, no.
It's my fault.
I'm so sorry.
That builds into them seeing closer to eye to eye with one another, which is something new for Mandy because she's the face of SDN's network and is the boss of multiple divisions of hero teams at that network, along with a list of other responsibilities that she has, which just compounds those expectations on top of each other until Robert starts leading the Z team, where she finds that Robert is just as capable leading as she is, if not more.
You're afraid you're gonna fuck it up again. Like the last time someone gave you a shot, and the time before that, and the time before that. You're afraid of letting people down again. You're afraid of letting yourself down. If you want this time to be different than those other times, I'm here to help.
Which is a surprise for both of them because Robert has never led anyone. He has been a solo show his entire time as Mecha Man. But Chase asking Blazer to hire Robert, which leads into this amazing story where Mandy is slowly learning to rely on others.
Monday, we'll get them in a room and introduce them to their new supervillain leader.
I can't promise it'll work. I can only promise that I'll do my best.
No fucking way it's gonna work, but it'll be way more fun to watch.
Chase, some optimism, please.
God damn it. Yeah, I also promise to do my best.
While Robert is learning to have others rely on him.
But I'm proud of all of you. A few months ago, you wouldn't have been in a room like this discussing the needs of the Z team, and if you did, there'd be a lot more than one broken door.
And you see how they go from being very similar as heroes, with how Blonde Blazer controls a situation when she is being a hero, in a very similar way that Robert would do when he was Mecha Man. Their personalities as their alter egos meshing very similarly.
These new augments Shroud hooked me up with give me some pretty sweet new moves. Wanna see it?
No, actually, I'm
Yeah,
good.
no, not really.
It's almost at the point where Blazer and Mecha Man are the idols for one another, but as those walls strip down between each other, you find that there is actual common ground between Robert and Mandy.
You fancy.
Well, it's all Michelin stars when you're on a date with me.
Oh, so this is a date.
If you think it is, it is.
Did you know that the Michelin star ratings were created by the tire company? They gave high ratings to restaurants away from the cities to get people to drive more and buy new tires.
I'm both in shock and really unsure what to do with this information.
I felt the same.
I believe that, in complete honesty, the reason that I didn't go for Blazer on the romance options in my first multiple playthroughs was because I didn't see the chemistry between Blazer and Robert. But when I decided that I wanted to make a video on the character, I had to go through the game and get all the clips for Blazer's romance options. That's where I found the chemistry. It wasn't from Blazer and Robert, it was from Mandy and Robert, which I did kind of expect to come to understand because, well, I see all the fucking fan art of shit when I'm just scrolling Instagram. It's not a surprise that people agree that Mandy and Robert have great chemistry. But that chemistry wasn't shown to me when I was going after Vizzy, and there's still a lot of chemistry between Vizzy and Robert in their crude competitive nature, I guess. I don't have a better way to put it.
I can do this all day.
That's gonna be tough, because Blazer sent me to get you like half an hour ago, so...
But you still get that when you're going after Blazer, and you see the reasons for why Vizzy is clearly jealous of Blazer when you go for her romance option, and it makes sense in the way that Blazer isn't jealous when Robert is romancing Vizzy, because throughout all of it, if you decide not to get as close with her, she doesn't feel comfortable wanting to be in a relationship with Robert. So there's no point in her being jealous if you're not going after her and getting closer in the first place. Even if it wasn't meant to happen, the developers had put a bias on the Vizzy romance. In any way you look at it, it's just blatant, and it has only become more obvious the more times I've played through the game, because I love just playing the dispatch sections.
What's a good line to text a guy in a blackout?
I'm looting the Ralphs. You want anything?
Oh, you always did look hotter in the dock.
Just say boo.
Golem, you're a genius.
There's also a bit of character development in Mandy's story, with her beginning to learn from her mistakes as a leader because of how Robert leads the Z team in such a different way to what she had attempted in the past. The best example of this is with Blazer deciding whether you should cut Sona or Coupe. It feels like she's overcorrecting for her goody two-shoes mentality when leading the Z team herself, all stemming from Robert saying that they need to be treated with tough love.
If you want the Phoenix program to survive, the bar needs to go up.
And how would we do that?
By treating the Z team like what they are, a bunch of villains. And leading a supervillain team takes a different approach than a superhero team. I need to be around them. I need them to see I'm all in, and they need to match that energy.
Some tough love.
The only kind I know. And based on what I've seen, the only version they'll respond to.
When in all honesty, the decision to cut one of the members was almost guaranteed to not be the right move. But it's clear that it was a decision made with the mentality of, we need to be more strict. We need to show them that there's consequences. And she went straight for the biggest consequence that she could think of, which was cutting a member. Eventually coming to the point at the end of the game where she is trying to apologize for that decision. Blazer rescues Robert multiple times throughout the entire story, whether it is emotionally or just physically, whether it's just saving him from a group of Skittles idiots.
What the?
That guy I threw, he landed on the roof, right?
All good.
Phew. Hi, I'm Blonde Blazer.
Up to busting into the sardine, ready to commit genocide on an entire bar's worth of people.
I can see I'm outnumbered. That eventually I would fall. But by my read, I'm taking a lot of you with me. So all of you can leave now. Or half of you can die here.
To smaller moments like her asking Robert to join SDN in the first place.
Meet me at the SDN offices tomorrow. I'm not done saving you yet.
Is there a ladder, or...?
And in either romance path, her being there with Robert when Chase is in the hospital.
Vending machine?
Whatever I want.
He's so fucking proud of the man you've become. He told me that.
There's this constant push and pull of Robert saving Mandy and Mandy saving Robert. Most of the time with Robert saving Mandy, it's emotionally, because how are you gonna save someone who can nuke a place with just a drop of a hat if they wanted to? And that sort of gets me to the point where I want to discuss the dinner that they have. Seemingly just wanting to spend time with someone, just wanting to spend time with Robert as Mandy. The choice for her to reveal that she is not Blonde Blazer in this moment is the clearest sign of mutual trust building between Mandy and Robert right now, which is a dynamic that I believe needs to be built further in a potential sequel, because those character moments between them and her dynamic with the entirety of Z-Team as a whole is my favorite part of the character, and the lack of Blazer being there with the Z-Team in their more casual moments is what really discouraged me from wanting to romance her when I played the game the first time and had already romanced Vizzy. Because there's not really a sense of the Z-Team looking up to Blazer in the same way that they have learned to look up to Robert. It really makes it seem like Blazer is just a corporate entity in the beginning of the game, because you don't get them teaming up until episode 8, where there is no other choice, and you only get these few dialogue options of her interacting with the Z-Team as someone on the same standing as the team.
Oh, damn! Blazer's here!
What can I say? I'm still not done saving you yet.
Those are really my only gripes with her that make sense, because there are a bunch of reasons that people have derived to not like Blazer, whether it's just to uplift Vizzy, which is not much of a rationale, that is just you lashing out because Blazer has more surface level good traits than Vizzy has, but she also has just as much depth as Vizzy, but in the opposite direction. Mandy's story is not one of a troubled soul who lashes out at everyone around them so that they feel secure in themselves while having good in their heart. Blazer's story is one of someone who is doing good things behind a mask, and behind that mask is still someone who wants to be good but doesn't believe that they are capable of doing it without the powers that have been given to them. I don't know, that sort of feels like a good ending off point.